Subscribe to Femina and press the bell icon.
It's like a month long, okay, another round, another round, another round.
I got lucky. Lucky and how? What a project to bag.
I'm also very excited for Bandish, so yeah.
You can expect immense amount of good performances, and I'm not talking about me and Shreya. That is
Yes,
for
you are.
Hello everyone, I'm Rahul Gangwani and you're watching me on Femina.in. And with me today are two hot and young stars who are all set to slay in Amazon Prime's new show, Bandish Bandits. Welcome Ritwik Bhowmik and Shreya Chaudhry.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much.
having us. Thank you so much.
Tell me your state of mind. I mean, nervous, anxious, excited, what's going on?
I think the day
I don't know.
the trailer released, we both were extremely nervous. But now
Yeah.
I think we're just super excited that our show is finally coming out and people are going to get to watch us and watch our show. So now, slowly, steadily, that nervousness is switching into a lot of excitement.
Ritik, what's the best reaction you got after the trailer?
What's the best reaction I've gotten? So many. But mostly, the love that I'm getting for is everybody is so amused by the fact that did you share screen space with Mr. Material Shah? Was that you? I was like, yeah, that was me. It has happened, and that's like a huge compliment. Just everybody believes that if you get to perform with this man, you have definitely achieved something in life, and that's like a huge compliment in itself. So that's one of the best reactions I've ever gotten.
True. No, so let's discuss Nasir. I mean, how was the experience? I mean, I'm sure you were super thrilled when you got to know that you're acting with him. Tell me the best memories you shared with him. How was the experience? What all did you learn from him?
What not did we learn from him? You want to start, Shreya?
Tamanna as a character does not interact too much with Panditji. So I didn't really meet Nasir sir a lot while he was shooting. But I really formed a bond with him offset. And he was just so welcoming. Even on his birthday, when I messaged him to wish him for his birthday, he replied saying, "Oh, I was just going to message you all the best for the trailer launch." And I was like, I mean, yeah, he's a legend and he's just been so kind and he's been so helpful. So I think now if I had to do a scene with him, I'd be a little more nervous because I've gotten to know him. But he's been so welcoming. In fact, all of them, Rajesh sir, Atul sir, Shiva ma'am, all of them have been so welcoming and nice. But it's also really amazing to just sit with them and hear them talk and chat and have them just treat us like people. There was no sense of them being stars and legends of their work and anything like that. They just made us feel very comfortable. So I'm really happy about the bond that we've all shared while shooting.
What about you, Ritwik?
Oh my God, I could go on for like 12 hours telling you what not did I learn from all of these people. But the gist of it is that these all of these stalwarts who worked on the show, they've been working for so long, and they're such senior actors, and they have so much experience. And what the most important thing I learned from them was, do not ever believe that you're a senior actor. Do not ever believe that you're more experienced than somebody else. Just know that you're acting with another actor. The person in front of you, the people around you in a frame, they're all actors, and we're all the same. And that's the biggest learning that I'm going to keep with me for the rest of my life. I do not know if I'll be having experiences like this for the rest of my life in this career, but I can only hope that I will. And they've welcomed us with such open arms that it makes me really, really happy.
Got it. Now let's rewind a little bit and tell me a little more about how did you back the show?
So I actually had met Anand Tiwari, our director, at another production house for an ad that we were doing, and I've always been a huge fan of his as an actor, as a director. I've seen all his work, and I mean, we had a small conversation. I went back home and I told my parents that I met Anand Tiwari today, and I just watched his film with my family. So I was like, I hope I get to work with this director one day. And I don't know, some kind of manifestation. In 2 months, I got a call from Casting Day, who's cast us for the show. And they were like, we're auditioning for this really big Amazon show. It's a love story musical and it's being directed by Anand Tiwari. And I was just like, wait a minute, what? Did I just hear that right? So that was amazing. Later on, I got to know it was Anand who actually recommended I audition for it. So it was kind of lovely that, I happened to meet him that day at work. And then I auditioned for it, and there were about 3 rounds of auditions.
Okay.
And the final audition was with Anand himself. And it wasn't like any other audition that I have been through. We had an entire day of a workshop. So it was the final shortlist between the top 4 girls and the top 4 boys. And Anand sat all of us down, took us through different theatre exercises and acting exercises. Then after lunch, gave us 2 scripts, paired us up with people, gave us each alone time, explained like the character, what the scene was about. And that day was just amazing. So I literally went up to him before leaving. I was like, I don't know what the result of this audition is going to be, but thank you for giving me this day. And that's actually a day that I will never forget, irrespective of whether I would have gotten the show or not. But yeah, it was just amazing. And then I was locked for the part, and initially it was kind of unreal, but then we were suddenly thrown into workshops like right from the next day. So then suddenly everything started feeling really real in a way.
What about you, Ritwik?
My experience was very different. I walked in very last minute. I think these auditions have been going on for 2-3 months. And a couple of weeks before the workshop had to start is when I came and auditioned for it. And there was no workshop for 8 hours for me. There was just come here, audition. Next day I get to know, come here for the next round, and the next week I get a call saying you back the part. So I didn't really have that long an experience auditioning for it, as special as Shreya's. I really hope
mine was like a month long. Like, okay, another round.
So basically, Ritwik got lucky.
I got lucky and how? What a project to bag.
Of course. Let's just talk a little more about the show. It's all about music and all. How much do you do you all relate to music, and what role does music play in your lives?
Music has actually played a very, very important part in my life. While I was growing up, I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but when I used to get ready for school, my parents would play the radio on. When we would all come together for lunch or dinner, we'd have like some song playing. So in the morning, it used to be some classical music or bhajan sometimes. Then in the evening, it would be like Frank Sinatra or Beatles. So I've really grown up in a very musical environment. My mother loves singing. I never took any formal training in singing, but I've always been a bathroom singer. And as I was growing up, I really looked up to performers like Britney Spears, Sunidhi Chauhan. I used to keep like taking like a deodorant bottle and holding it like a mic and performing in front of my mirror. I actually have a song for every mood. So even when we were shooting, I remember most of us used to always carry our earphones and always have like some music or the other on. So yeah, that way music has really impacted my mood or just my being. But since Bandish, I feel I've really entered the world of music, be it the knowledge or just having, trivia about instruments, about classical music. My most favorite song initially from the album was my song, Tamanna's concert song, which is her most popular song. But then slowly, steady after we started shooting, by the end of it, I actually fell in love with one of the classical songs that will be revealed very, very soon. So yeah, I feel really lucky that I've gotten this opportunity because there's so much more to music than just, listening to it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, of course. What about you, Ritwik?
Music has always been a very important part of my life. I've like grown up listening to music. It's a part of my day-to-day life. I cannot spend a day without listening to music. But I never knew that across my life till today, till the show happened, that music would play such an important part in my life that the first time I become a part of a really big project, something so important in my life, and that project is going to be about music. It's going to be a musical. And after being a part of the show, I realized that just listening to music can affect you in so many ways. Just imagine creating it, what kind of an effect that would have, And of course, we were not creating music, but we were playing creators, we were playing musicians, we were playing people who make music, sing. And to just understand their world, to understand them, what they've gone through over years, over decades, the kind of work they put in, the kind of passion they have. It's really, I don't know, it's one of the most learning experiences that has happened. At the same time, one of the most fun experiences that has happened to me. So music was always important. Now it's one of my essentials. If I've got to breathe and eat, I've got to listen to music.
Okay, now that both of you all have spoken so highly about the passion you have for music, I'm not letting you guys go. Tell me your favorite singers, and you have to sing their songs.
Ah. Okay, just make sure that your ears don't bleed. I've been brought to notice that our show is releasing on Kishore sir's birthday, Mr. Kishore Kumar's birthday. So let's sing a few lines
Great idea.
from his song. है ना? You all have to sing with me, ठीक है?
Okay, cool.
मेरे सामने वाली खिड़की में एक चांद का टुकड़ा रहता है, अफसोस ये है कि वो हमसे कुछ उखड़ा रहता है. Come on, carry on, come on, guys.
Chalo, start. We are singing.
Yeah, we were
I
singing.
can't hear you.
I
But
was singing.
yeah, superb, Ritwik. I mean, your voice is great.
Yeah.
You have an alternate profession already, huh?
Oh my! Our singing coach would be so happy.
You have to impress your crush with your singing skills. What song would you sing?
Do not sing. He'll be impressed.
Oh,
Come on, maybe.
no, I think Masti Appa
this
will
is the show to
definitely
impress
get
him.
impressed.
Huh?
I think Masti Appa will 100% get impressed.
That is true.
I like that confidence.
For sure.
Okay, come on, more recommendations right now. We know how the OTT space is booming right now, and obviously, because of the pandemic we are living through, everyone is consuming content. And I'm sure you all. Tell me few shows and movies which you would recommend to everyone, apart from Bandish Bandits.
Well, I think one show that I've watched very recently and I'm in love with, it's called The Boys, and that's
Yeah.
a fantastic show. And a movie that I would recommend.
Boys 2 season 2 is coming very soon.
It's coming out very soon. So what would you recommend, Shreya? Do you have an answer to that?
There have actually been a bunch that I've been binge watching. I recently binge watched Patal Lok, which I think I finished in literally a day or two. So I really loved Patal Lok. And in movies, actually, there's been a couple. I recently watched one of my favorite films, Notting Hill, again.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. I'm really looking forward to Shakuntala Devi because I used to be a huge math geek when I was in school. So that film is releasing very, very soon. So I'm looking forward to that, and I love Vidya Balan as an
Of
actress
course,
as well.
Vidya is brilliant in every film, and this
Absolutely.
it looks like she's gonna ace it once again.
Absolutely. And I'm also very excited for Bandish. So yeah,
Of
I
course.
think these are my recommendations.
Yeah. You know, also, this is to both of you right now. There's a huge talk going on about the OTT space versus the big screen, etc., etc. What is your take on it? I want to know your view.
I think as actors,
Yeah, fair.
there are two ways to look at it. One is as actors and one is as the audience. I think for actors, what's important today is content. Content is king. So irrespective of what medium you're on, be it OTT, be it theaters, television, whatever it is, I think for every actor today, their prerogative is how good is their character, or what is the character, what is the script. But as the audience, I feel today, because we are in the situation that we're in, we can't go to a theater. But a theater will always have its own charm of buying a ticket and going and watching it on the big screen. So I don't think that experience will can ever be replaced. But we're learning to adapt, and the OTT space has been so amazing for at least me, and I think I can speak for most people, that it's really helped us through these really difficult times with lockdown and everything.
Yes.
So if anything, it's amazing what a big part it is of everybody's life. But I don't think you can ever compare any of these mediums. They all have their own space. And yes, of course, we don't know what the future lies, when theaters are going to open. So until then, I think the OTT space is doing an amazing job of just, allowing us to tune into entertainment and keep ourselves entertained.
I'm sure you agree, Ritwik.
I do actually, very honestly, I don't have the heart to compare or predict anything about the two platforms, because I've grown up watching cinema and I've grown up watching it in the theaters, the entire magic of cinema experience in the theaters. And today here I am, debuting as an actor on a platform like Amazon Prime Video. So thanks to OTT platforms, that people like us are also getting an opportunity to be out there and do the kind of work that we are doing right now. So I really don't have the heart to compare or predict anything about the two things. I just hope filmmaking this never dies out.
Let's talk about your idols, your screen idols. Who are the actors you look up to and why?
There are two people that I've always looked up to as an actor and even as a person. And I've always wished that one day I would get to work with them, but I always hope that I never get to meet them. It's because I know that I'll make a fool of myself if I ever meet them.
Yeah.
But one of which, my first dream, I must say, has come true. I always wanted to work in this institution. And here I am, playing it in Bandish Bandits. And I obviously had to meet him, but I did make a fool of myself the first time I met him. But from then on, we're so good with each other. I just love that man. I love him. I love what he does. And the second person has to be Mr. Shah Rukh Khan. You know, every 90s kid has grown up loving and adoring that man. And he's really shaped me as a human being. I've really looked up to him for the things that he has to say, for the kind of man that he is, for the kind of human being that he is, and for what he's achieved for our country, for what he's achieved for the film world of our country. And it's commendable. It's something so inspirational, something that every single person of my age or younger or even older than me will always look up to and will always applaud his work. So yeah, these to me.
Over to you, Shreya.
When I was growing up, more than idols and actors, I really looked up to characters.
Okay.
You know, the characters that different people played. So one character that will always stay with me is the character that Rani Mukherjee played in Black, and Aisha, who played her younger self in the film. I don't know why that film has had a very big impact on me as an actor. And so yeah, I was just thinking about it. Most of Rani Mukherjee's films, be it what she did in Black, cut to what she did in Bubbly, like, you know, of Bunty or Bubbly. So all of these characters have been something that I've really always been very, very, like, I've looked at in awe of. So most of her films, then a lot of Kareena Kapoor's films, again, her characters, because they're just so iconic and just stay with you for some reason. So be it Pooh, be it Geet. So it's yeah, all of these characters that have really kind of shaped my choice of films and the characters that I'd love to explore at some point.
Do you have a Pooh?
You don't have to shy away from taking my name, yeah. Just take my name.
Tell everyone, all the viewers, what all they can expect from the show.
Okay, you can expect love, as it's obvious already. You can expect immense amount of good performances, and I'm not talking about me and Shreya. That is for up for you to up for you to judge. But I'm talking with Mr. Nasiruddin Shah, I'm talking with Mr. Atul Kulkarni, I'm talking with Shiba Chadda ji, I'm talking about Mr. Rajesh Telang, I'm talking about Mr. Amit Mistry, I'm talking about Rahul Kumar. All of these actors who've been working for so long. Watch them perform on their A game. They're so good. You need to look forward to some A-class writing, some extremely intricate, detailed, heartfelt writing, some fantastic writing, and so much more. Shreya, I don't want to take away some of these options from you.
No, in fact, for me, I think the one thing that we would want people to get from Bandish Bandits is just to be entertained. We're in really difficult times, and when you all are sitting in your houses, just keep you all entertained and bring a smile to your faces with our love story or with our music. I think our job is done. And it's a very bright, colorful, happy journey. And happy journey doesn't necessarily always have to be a bed of roses. There's a full journey of different characters. So we just hope that everybody just comes, watches, and gets entertained.
They will, of course. And thank you so much, Shreya and Ritwik.
Thank you.
I mean, I am looking forward to Bandish Bandits, and I'm sure the whole world is also watching, and it will be a huge success. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much
for having us.
So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And to all the viewers, do like, share, and subscribe to Femina, and we will see you very soon.
Yes.
All right, cool. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.